Well, I thought now would be a good time to give you an update on my summertime radish experiment. It's, I believe, the 16th of August today, and I think I planted these, I don't know, a month or two ago. I'll put the date up. But the experiment, as you recall, was to see in the heat of this greenhouse, and this greenhouse, it's the middle of summer, and it was, it gets up to 100 degrees in here, and as best as I can cool it, it still does. But radishes aren't supposed to grow in that kind of a environment. But I thought, well, let's see what happens. And actually, I did get a few radishes out of this. But let me show you here how these are doing. Now let's get a close-up on some of these. And as you can see looking at this, some of these are going to seed. So there's one right there. Doesn't have the seed pods out yet, but it's trying. There's another one here. Same thing. So some of these are going to seed, but the real question is, well, how many radishes do we still have? Now, as you've seen before, we did harvest some radishes out of here, and it wasn't too bad. So what we want to do today is kind of clear this out and see what we've got. Let's just pull them all and have a look, because these have to be cleared out. Now, there's there's one there. Let's just throw that over there. Let's just start pulling these and see what we get. That doesn't look too good right there. We'll just put them kind of over here for now. That one doesn't look too good. Now here's one that we planted a little while after. Now that one looks pretty good. This one's not very old, maybe, I don't know, a month or so. But and this is also another one that we planted later on after we pulled the ones out of here. And so is this one right here, but that's not grown very much. So these are harvestable. We'll put them aside over here. Now let's see what else we got. Well, that's harvestable, but you know, because it looks like it's gone to seed, maybe it's not too good, but we'll have to see. Alright, so anyway, let's just pull them all out. Okay, so they're all pulled up, and we had kind of a mixture. There was like I said, we have harvested some of these before. Now this one doesn't look too bad. As you can see, the growth isn't that high on it. It hasn't started going to seed. But see, there's a nice bulb on that one, and you get these from all the way over from something like this to this, which is really growing tall. But see, there's hardly any bulb on it. Now I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe it has to do with shading or something. But anyway, so there's a few here that we can harvest, and we have harvested some more, but before this. Now here's another one that's got a pretty good sized bulb on it. Looks like there's been insects eating on that one. But so I suppose here's another one that's trying to go to seed, but the bulb isn't that big on it. And let's see, there's some over here that I threw over here. Let's look at those. You see, there's quite a few with a decent sized bulb, but there's like that one there, like I showed you. But there's quite a few with a bulb that hasn't formed. See, there's an interesting one. A bulb really never formed on that one, but look how big it is. Yeah, and you can see it has gone to seed. See, so it went straight to seed, but it didn't even form a bulb. So I'm not sure exactly why that happens. But maybe it's because it just was too hot and wherever the spot was for this one. But there are some here, like there's another one. We could harvest that one. And, there's another one. And there's another one. These are probably good. You have to make sure. If they go to seed, they kind of can get woody. Well, anyway, so much for my summertime experiment with growing radishes in the greenhouse in the heat. Like I say, the conditions in here were, these were growing mostly during July. So in where I'm at, like I said, it's hard to keep this below 100 degrees inside the greenhouse. I have a lot of ventilation flowing, but it does hit 100, and so our radishes don't do well in heat like that. But it looks like some of them did. So that was kind of amazing to me that any of them did well at all. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to clean this all out and we're going to start planting spinach here. Now spinach doesn't like hot weather either, but it's the middle of August now. So I'm expecting in the next couple of weeks it's not going to be so hot in here. So the spinach might do well. But anyway, there's a nice, look at that one. That's a nice big radish. Well anyway, so there's the report on the summer radish experiment. And I think it was a success. It's just that you can count on most of them to either go to seed, or surprisingly, some of them just won't develop a bulb and not go to seed. And some of them won't develop a bulb at all and go to seed too. So you get a very mixed bag, but I'd say most of them, at least half or more, they didn't produce good bulbs, so that was really the result. Now here's a few pictures of some of the radishes that we got when they were about a month old on July 12th, and that was about a month ago. So from these, I would say that probably to do a better job, to have better success at this, you probably want to not let them grow any longer than a month or 6 weeks. If they haven't done well by then, just give up on it. And also, probably don't plant them as thick as I did. I think that would help too.